On the Build Show today, one detail that I see done wrong all the time. Let's get going. All right, so this flashing you're seeing here, this is on top of a brick or a stone lug. You can see this is a concrete lug. This is gonna get stone or bricks stacked on it at this builder's job site. And this paper-based flashing was put on by the framer before they sheathed the house. Now this is not my job site, so I'm not cutting in a place that makes a difference, but look at this, you can see it's paper-based. Now, a couple years ago, I remodeled a house that was like 5, 6 years old, and you can see how easy it is to rip and tear now. After a year or 2 or 3 of water in here, this just rips super easy. Paper-based flashings are really dumb. The way to do this correctly is to actually cut all these paper-based flashings off so that you've got this bottom connection here. And then to do it right, there's 2 different ways to do it. Either like we did in my house, we could use a product from Mortarnet that's a flashing that's intended for this purpose, that goes on the wall and then comes onto the brick ledge and then weeps out. This is a through wall flashing made by Mortarnet. And what we're looking at here is a flashing on the front that's a heavy duty copper with a hem on there. And then bonded to that is a flexible copper. What it basically is a thin copper. You can see it if we peel back the layers here. There's the copper, which is a pretty flexible material. And they bonded that to a facer material on the front and the back. That's what this red is. So it's gonna be more puncture proof, and we're gonna make sure the masons, when they lay brick on top, aren't gonna puncture that flexible copper. Now, copper is a great choice because it'll last literally for centuries without degrading on us. I really like that. That's a bomber detail. Although it is expensive, there's different grades. I use stainless, they make copper. They also make it in some less expensive versions that you could do. That's gonna ensure that any water that comes down here is gonna get out without getting back into the house, and it's gonna do a good job air sealing. A less expensive detail is to use a flexible stainless flashing. I've showed a video on that years ago where we installed it as a base wall flashing. This is a product by Proseco. This is their stainless steel through wall flashing. And with that, we're gonna be using this fluid applied product called R-Guard. This comes into a tube like this. And you can see this red stuff that's gone down here. This is that R-Guard. We're gonna run 2 beads on top of our stone ledge. We're gonna put a bead of that to protect the bottom of the wood here. This is also gonna help air seal that a little bit. Another 2 beads on top of the wood, which is really just going to adhere the stainless flashing. Now here we've got an inside corner. Our stone ledge comes and we're turning into a stucco face here. What I did was I took that strip, I cut one section out of it here, and I pre-folded this so I know what my depth was gonna be. Now I'm gonna run a little caulking into the corner here, just on that overlap, okay? And now when I slide this into the corner, I'm gonna protect that vulnerable corner. And look at this beautiful detail now. I've got a stainless steel flashing. This is not a thick gauge, but it's got a backer on it that makes it super tough and durable. That in conjunction with some Proseco Fast Flash makes a slightly less expensive version, but either way, we need to put something here that's gonna actually kick out the water and protect the bottom of this wood sheathing. Guys, don't do this detail in your jobs, and if this is done already, rip it out and do it right. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram, otherwise we'll see you next time on The Build Show.